Thank you very much for having me. It's always a pleasure for FXTM to contribute. The overall market sentiment remains very negative for the EM currencies and very negative for risk because there's so much uncertainty over the Turkish lira crisis, political risk between the United States and Iran, United States and Russia, the general unpredictability of the Trump administration, and yet still we have a lot of uncertainty over the global trade war narrative that refuses to go away. So what this is doing, it's weighing on risk appetites, and with less risk appetite there's less attraction towards the emerging market currencies. So globally emerging market currencies are suffering, whether it's the Turkish lira, the South African rand, the Mexican peso, Chinese yuan, Malaysian ringgit, Indonesian rupiah, Indian rupee, and the list just goes on.
So do you think, safe haven currencies will continue to gain, and what would be the factors that could derail, say, the strong dollar?
This is a very important question to ask, and while there is still such an intense period of market uncertainty, the only currencies that we can say are really consistently remaining in buying demand is the Japanese yen and the US dollar. The US dollar story is very interesting because obviously the Trump administration do not want such a strong dollar. However, the dollar has been seen as a safe haven currency, and the view that the United States would be less impacted by a global trade war than the economies that it is targeting has helped the dollar. Now, in reference towards what could derail this dollar rally story, it would be whether the Trump administration intervene and repeat their discontent with the strength in the dollar, because it does offset a lot of what the Trump administration are trying to stand for with the US economy and protectionism.
So with so much uncertainty and everyone in a risk-off mode, what are some investing ideas, or what are some ideas to help investors hedge for these risks?
Well, investor education at this time will remain absolute paramount, and you must continue to research the financial markets and the financial news. As things currently stand, risk-off mood prevails, and the risk-off mood has continued. So we can expect emerging market currencies to continue trending lower. And until the dollar refuses to be in further buying demand from traders, which means that the markets turn negative towards the dollar remains favorable. It still hit another 2018 high just this morning. It's the second 2018 high this week. And what we would look for right now is to continue supporting the dollar buying trend. However, once the Trump administration do issue discontent with the US dollar, it's likely this trend will reverse. Dollar will slide lower, which could provide some composure and an opportunity for our EM currencies to be back in buying demand.